It is making poorer people poorer and richer people richer.
Invisible lines dividing the haves from the have-nots. Millions of people living in the same county, but experiencing two very different realities.
According to a new study, zoning practices in Cuyahoga County are dictating where people of certain races and social classes live. News 5's Tanisha Cordell explains why the group behind the study says it is fueling a racial divide.
It was a thing for centuries.
I expected it to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be as extreme that it was.
And researchers say it's ongoing in Cuyahoga County.
It's different from other racist practice and policies in that it's literally on the books of these cities.
Racial segregation in neighborhoods, according to Michael Lepley, being practiced throughout the county. It's a reality, he says, made possible thanks to zoning regulations.
The purpose of these regulations is to make racist housing policy invisible.
Lepley and his team at the Fair Housing Center for Rights and Research did a 78-page study funded by the federal government.
Nearly 60% of all land in Cuyahoga County, the only thing you can build there is a single-family home.
They found, according to city codes, 11 cities within the county ban rental properties like duplexes and apartments. Lepley says it's been done in some cases to keep people of color and lower-income families from living in those cities.
Cleveland is consistently ranked one of the worst cities for African Americans to live in. It's one of the worst metro regions for inequality, and it's these types of things that perpetuate those issues.
When it comes to zoning, the county has no authority or jurisdiction over what's done at a local city-by-city level. But the Cuyahoga County Planning Commission does provide services to those communities and make suggestions in hopes it sparks change.
These issues do exist, and we need to continue to think about them, but then also start to take action against them.
The Planning Commission's executive director, Sean Leninger, says some communities are starting to recognize their practices are outdated, but
those solutions are going to be long-term.
Lepley says in the meantime, those living in what he calls secluded areas will continue to thrive. And for those who are left out,
they can't access the things that they need to participate in the regional economy.
Tanisha Cordell, News 5.